everybody, I hope you're enjoying your Hop into Spring kit from the Explore More Discovery Museum. I want to show you how to do the bird seed sculpture activity now. So you'll need the instruction card that has the words in blue, all the words and things in blue, right? And then you also need the bag that says bird seed dough. You'll need the measuring cup, and you'll need to put 45 milliliters of water in there, and you're going to have to look carefully at that to get the right amount. You might need a grown-up to help you with that. You need this sheet of wax paper, all right, and you need the bowl and the spoon. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is open the bird dough package, and you'll see that you have a cup of bird seed in a bag, a half cup of flour in a bag, 2 teaspoons of corn syrup in a little container, all right? And we're going to need all of those plus the water to make our bird seed sculpture, all right? So we're going to pour first the bird seed into the bowl. Try to be careful. You might even want to do this outside because it can be kind of messy. And if you do it outside and you spill some bird seed, the birds will just eat it. But if you spill it inside, you're going to have to sweep it up. So we're just going to put the whole thing in there like that. Then open the flour and put it in there. All right? And we are going to mix those two things together. They're called the dry ingredients. We're going to mix the dry ingredients together. So now we have some flour and some bird seed. Next, we're going to put some corn syrup in there. And that's part of what's going to help it be kind of sticky and turn into dough. All right. Now, to get all the corn syrup out, you're going to want to use the spoon, and you're just going to really want to scrape it into your bowl because we want to make sure we get it all. All right. Once you've got the corn syrup in there, then you're going to pour the 45 milliliters of water in there. You might not want to pour it all at first. You might want to just pour a little bit and then start to stir. And you're just going to mix it together. And you can see it's starting to form kind of a dough. Now the reason I said only to put some of the water in there is if it gets too watery, it won't stick together very well. But you can see I still need a little more water. Put the rest in there. And just keep mixing it. And you just want to mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it till it starts to come together. Now, one of the things that is kind of fun about this is honestly the best way to mix it eventually is just to get your hands in there. So I'm just going to get my hands in there and start mixing the dough. All right. See how it's starting to stick together? But also, do you see the bird seed flying around? That's why it's a good idea to maybe make this outside on a nice day. We're just going to make it, put it all together, all right, until we have a nice big lump of bird seed dough. Then you can put it out on the wax paper and you can form it into any shapes you'd like, all right? So I am going to take a little piece off here. And I am going to put it on here, and I'm going to try to make it a heart shape. I don't know how well I'll do at making a heart shape. Oh, that's not too bad. I've got my little rounded ends here and kind of a pointed end here. All right, so there's a heart shape. You could do anything you want. You could just make balls if you want. You can play with it for a while before you sculpt it. Feels really nice. It's got kind of a really fun texture. All right. Once you have formed it into all the shapes that you'd like, you're going to leave it to dry on the wax paper. Now, if you think you'd eventually like to hang one of these from a tree instead of just sitting it outside, you need to go ahead and put a hole in it while it's still drying, while it's wet. My hands are covered with bird seed, so I can't do that right now. But you just would take something and poke a hole right through the middle. I'll just use this pipe cleaner. Just poke it down in there to make a hole through it so that when it dries, you can then take it off and put the pipe cleaner through it and hang it from a tree branch. Or you can just sit it outside on the ground or on a plate and wait for birds to come.